What's up, everyone? Today is my first ride on the RSD Mayor with it set up fat. I'm very excited about this. I've been riding it 29 plus for the last little bit, but I got my wheel set in. So let's see if we can find the label. So it's a Alex Rims Blizzard 70. It has a 64 millimeter internal width. So it's pretty good for these narrower 27.5 by 4-inch tires. I had these built up on some DT Swiss 350 hubs. They were done by Mike at Lace Mine 29. He does custom builds. Very good with fat bikes and you know, like alternative wheel sets. So if you're interested in that, I would definitely recommend checking him out. He's the same one who built my 29 plus wheel set. So I decided to go back to him for this. I'm running some 4-inch cake eaters on this. This is what I actually took off of my Wolf Track. They do a decent job, so thought I would try these out for a little while until I can find a good deal on something different. But yeah, I'm excited to go for this. I'm riding somewhere new today. This is the Lewis and Clark Caverns State Park. So there's a big cave here and a visitor center and a campground, but they've also got a whole bunch of hiking and biking trails. They should be a little more difficult than a lot of the things I have been riding recently. Most of them are rated black. I think they're rocky and steep, which is something I enjoy. So in my last video, I compared fat bike tire sizes, and I kind of hinted at the end about what I was getting for this bike. All I really said was, I really enjoy the 27.5 platform. I think it's better for dirt, but thought I'd explain a little more of why I went with what I went with. I went with 27.5 because, like I just said, I think you get a better rollover and everything. You get a little bit of a taller platform, and it almost feels like 29 plus. I also went with a 4-inch tire because there aren't a whole lot of options out there, to be honest. You pretty much have 27 by 3.8, by 4.0, or 4.5. Most of the fat bikes that come stock with a 4-inch tire are gonna come with an 80 millimeter rim. That's the outer width. The interior will usually be in the mid 70s. Pretty much decided I wanted something that was a little more lightweight and fit a 4-inch tire better because, to be honest, I don't know that I'll ever use a 4.5. We get snow, but not that much. I'd rather have something that is really good in the light snow and a better all-rounder in the dirt than go for something wider and heavier and everything. Whew. These are some steep sections. These are rolling pretty dang well so far though. I'll still do some snow riding. There's an area nearby that's groomed and we just don't get much in general. I still wanted something fat and that I could ride in the snow, but I don't need tons of float. My ice cream truck had the 26 by 4.8 and it was overkill, especially for riding on dirt. Once I got that bike, I almost completely stopped riding fat on dirt. I already feel a huge difference with this. It is like the ideal for me for riding on dirt with a fat bike. These definitely don't roll as quickly as a 29er or a 29 plus, but that's not the point of them. The point is that if you try it, it's really fun to ride fat tires on dirt. You can pretty much just monster truck through anything that's really loose or chunky. This is some exposed trail right here. Pretty much the top of the climb. I am not nearly as tired as I expected to be with the amount of riding I've done and being on fat tires. To be honest though, I think this wheel set is probably close in weight to my 29er. My 29 plus, I mean. It's just got a lot more rolling resistance. This is one thing I do remember about these cake eaters. Their braking traction is horrible. Since I forgot about that, I might have to take care of that with some new tires. Maybe I'll swap these out sooner than I thought. It's especially bad on like loose over hard trail surfaces. Well, I'm a little late for getting anything to eat or drink at the gift center up here. This is the entrance to the caves. It's a pretty crazy cave. It's really deep, and they drilled like a giant, well, blasted, I guess, this giant exit tunnel through it at the bottom. I've missed that hum of the tires from the fat bike. It's so loud, it sounds like you're a motorcycle or something. Really enjoying this setup. I had on here before a carbon wheel set. I guess it wasn't on this bike, but last time I ran these tires and a 27.5 fat was carbon wheels made by Pub. They were pretty dang light, and I think these are probably lighter. They feel very nimble. These Blizzard 70 rims are actually the same as the lithic rhyolites. That's a company owned by Wolftooth, who makes lots of pretty cool components for bikes. And they also make the Otso Voyage fat bike. When Mike was building these up, he originally told me it was going to be lithic rhyolites and DT Swiss hubs. And then he messaged me and he was like, hey, I just pulled these out of the box. They're actually the Blizzard 70s. Sorry about that. They're the exact same thing. Pretty much never lose traction on a climb. It's nice. This is a doable switchback. There we go. It's pretty crazy. The 27 5x4 is shorter than the 29 by 3. I thought I was gonna maybe have to push the chainstay back a little. Ooh, technical, yeah. But I have more room than I had before. I just love how fat tires roll on dirt. It's literally just like no holding back. You just go. The tires want to move and they just carry you. Woo. Wow, beautiful view. Can't get too distracted though. Oh, like that. Dang it. Whew. This is my favorite kind of trail to ride on a fat bike, so I'm pretty glad I came to this with these little rock gardens and stuff like that. Really fun on a hardtail fat bike. You just don't get beat up at all. I mean, it's not like a full suspension, but I don't want that. I love the feedback. And it's a little more dampened or controlled by the fat tires than a normal bike, or normal size tire, I mean. Whew. Yeah, there's that super great braking traction on these cake eaters. I switched from these on that framed bike to the Minion FBF FBR combo. I don't know why that's such a controversial tire in the fat bike world, because I really liked it. I thought it did great, and it had way better braking than these. Although not many people, it seems, really love the cake eaters. Woo. Woo. I thought that went to the left. I'm having a hard time reading the trail today. These are so fun. I am so happy with this wheel set. I almost went with 26 by 4.5 or 4.8 on gotta do that again. All right, let's try this one more time. Whew. Okay, there we go. That wasn't very clean, but I did it. And I could probably squeeze a 4.5 on here if I really wanted, but I don't think I will. If anything, if I decided really for winter I wanted something a little different, I'd probably just get a different 4-inch tire and put studs on it. Or I guess I could stud these cake eaters and get a different tire for summer. Well, that was it. That was a fun ride. Really enjoying this bike. Really happy about these tires. I think for now I will probably leave these on, and I'm sure before winter really comes into full swing I'll run the 29 Plus again, but I have a lot more desire to run this on the dirt and to actually enjoy it than the 26 by 4.8. Those were just way too big, too chunky, too heavy. If you enjoyed this, be sure to subscribe and leave a comment below about what kind of content you want to see. I don't just ride fat bikes, I obviously ride plus bikes as well, and gravel bikes, although I'm going to say this really quick, no one say anything, but I sold my Karate Monkey, so I don't have a gravel bike at the moment, or an adventure bike I guess. Thanks for watching, I'll see you next time.